When it comes to the Geneva Motor Show, I always look forward to seeing what new offerings we see from the world's best and favourite car manufacturers. The chief reason being that as a car enthusiast, as a racing game enthusiast, it gives us the opportunity to have a sneak peek at the possibilities in terms of what cars we may be seeing coming to consoles, coming to PCs, in the shape of racing games that are already existing and racing games in the future by way of car packs and car lists, etc. So we're talking everything from your sims such as Assetto Corsa, Project Cars, Gran Turismo and Forza Motorsport, to even your arcade franchises such as Need for Speed, The Crew and Forza's own Horizon series. What I'm about to share with you guys today is a list of 10 cars that I've handpicked that are not concept cars. So these cars are going to be full production model, they're going to be available to the public to buy, thus meaning there's more of a likelihood to see them coming into games in the future. Now, as you would imagine, as this is the Geneva Motor Show, not every single manufacturer has released all specs for all vehicles they've actually announced. So when you see the forthcoming images, you will notice that some may have more information than others. Anyway, that's enough from me. Sit back and enjoy these 10 cars. So there you have it, guys. As you saw, that was an extremely varied list of beautiful cars of all shapes, all sizes, from various different manufacturers. There are so many to choose from, I can't really pick which one was my favorite. In terms of the likelihood and probability of seeing one or more of these cars popping up in future racing titles down the line, or even existing ones as DLC, I would say there's a fairly good chance. Cars such as the Ferrari 488 Pista edition, games such as Forza and GT Sport are notorious for having more than one of certain types of cars. We all know the 488 was an evolution of the 458, and the Pista is obviously moving things on from the 488 standard edition, so I wouldn't be surprised if that car popped up in a track racing simulator of some sort. The Lamborghini Huracan Performante Spider. Ugh, that really is a mouthful. Sounds like you're ordering something from an Italian restaurant. But anyway, nevertheless, the bonkers Italians always seem to make a decent showing in games such as Need for Speed. Even the crew had quite a lot of Lamborghinis in it as well. So I wouldn't be surprised at seeing the topless sibling of the already existing Huracan making a special guest appearance in one of those arcade races, or action open world adventure races if you want to call it that. Now, of this list of 10 cars, there are two that intrigue me massively, two that I really want to see make appearance in games. First is the Morgan Aero GT. It's not the fastest, it's not the quickest, it doesn't have the most powerful engine, and it's not the most sophisticated, but by goodness, it's beautiful. It's different and it stands out in a room full of other cars. It just looks unique. It brings that fantastic retro feel to modern day technology, which is what I really like. What I'm also really interested in finding out is just how this thing handles, because yes, it is down on power in comparison to the hypercars on this list, but it's got lightness, so I wouldn't be surprised to see that setting track records and winning a few drag races based on its power to weight ratio. The second car has got to be the unashamedly ridiculous Rimac C2, 0 to 60 in 1.85 seconds. 4 electric motors, nearly 2,000 brake horsepower, and a top speed of 258 miles per hour. These are numbers that don't make sense, purely for the fact that I know people are going to get in this car, put their foot down and probably drive into a brick wall within game, obviously. Is the chief reason I cannot wait. Well, I say cannot wait, I should say I hope to see this car make at least one game. Expect everybody to pick it as the drag car of choice. Expect people to try and take it round the Nürburgring and break records, and probably break their legs and wrists whilst doing so. Just an incredible feat of automotive engineering, it really is. A car that was made to kill you to death. Right then, fellas, chaps and fellettes, I have one question as we close out this video. Out of the 10 cars you've seen on this list, which of them, if any, would you like to see added to either current or forthcoming racing games, and most importantly, why? Leave your comments below. I will read and try to respond to as many of them as possible. Now, there will be another video that I'm going to be pushing out around the Geneva Motor Show. That's likely to be dropping in the next 24 to 48 hours. So if it's your first time around here, I wish you a warm welcome. To catch that video, be sure to hit the subscribe button, and most importantly, swing the damn hell out of the notification bell. Don't forget to drop a like, and I will be sure to see you when the next videos come out. Peace.